Simon, I think you had more possession, more penalties, more chances. You not won the game. How did that happen?
An absolute boatload of errors. Turning ball over just so cheaply. It's like a broken record now. And same in changing room after the game, broken record, same stuff. It's as effort last week compared to that was polar. I thought a lot. Well, there were some individuals in there who just weren't willing to get to the level again, and there's no excuse for it. The skill stuff, yeah, it's a bit jury and all that, but they didn't drop what we dropped. But the decision making, some of it we get back to zero under their sticks, and we shift to the sideline and get put in touch play one. Just dumb stuff. Like we gave them. We were 20 minutes into the game where we camped down there and put a couple of points on a conceded rubbish try early doors. And then at that stage, it's a matter of just managing the game well, kicking well, finishing at the right end, because they weren't doing us any damage coming out of their end. It was when we give them opportunities, and they do what Toulouse do. They can pick up a bouncing ball on the right hand side of the pitch and they score on the left if you're just not switched on. And they caught us. Thought they deserved it in the end. They stuck to what they wanted to do for longer than we did. Really disappointing.
As you said, you had the chances. You laid the platform on many occasions. What you mentioned, going on it and play one and so on. Why do you think the players are making those decisions? Because it's obviously not the percentage players.
If I had that answer, we'd be sitting somewhere up the league, wouldn't we? This has been going on all year. It's the same stuff every week. We're at rocks and diamonds. That's the story of our season, unfortunately. And it's disappointing because they all know better as well. If you had a conversation with them now about some of the decisions they come up with, they'll be disgusted with themselves, they'll be shocked. But that doesn't help us after the fact, does it? We need to be better in the moment and then give ourselves an opportunity to win. Because really, although we had the possession and that, we just kept giving them it. Letting them have that field position and giving them the ball where they're a threat rather than where they're not a threat on their line.
You came up against a huge pack, but your forwards seemed to nullify them.
Yeah, they're all right. We lost. It was a struggle all game from getting wiped out early on, which looked like a jumping shoulder badge from where I was at. Another day that might have been a different colour, but all that aside, forwards did all right. I thought they just seemed to get energy towards the end of the game, while ours maybe dropped off a bit. But that's from a bit of an emotional thing rather than a physical thing. Getting down the end error on your back foot again. There were some good performances in amongst, but I think on the whole, the way the game was managed and ran was just pretty poor.
How do you use these final games now? Because I think from the sidelines, everyone's ready to wind down the season. But this is a key time for you to look at players.
Yeah, of course it is. That was a bit of in the team today. Woody played half because we need to see what Woody's going to be, where he's going to fit. We had a look at him. It obviously didn't work out today, but like you say, this is an opportunity. We don't want to just throw the towel in and just try stuff for the sake of it. It's not like that. Woody's more than capable, but he needs a bit of game time, and that's a position he wants to play, so we need to give him the opportunity. But he's another one. I thought he had some good touches, but just not enough.
How do you use these 4 weeks to your advantage in the sense everyone's still scrapping away, fighting away for wherever they want to finish in the league? You probably know where you're going to finish very, very roughly. So how can that be turned into a positive for preparations for next year and what you do this year?
Yeah, it is a weird one. A few years back when it were the 8s, we missed the 8 one year, and it was a bit of a similar thing where there were never any danger of going down or anything. And there's just that limbo period, which is difficult. Obviously, off the back of playing pole, it's also an hard one as well. But we're looking towards next year. We are, and the reality is, for lads, some of them aren't going to be here next year, and that's what I'm trying to play on the fact that you say you're a tight bunch, you say you're a tight team. Your next 5 games need to look like you're a tight team because it's not going to keep going forever. And on today's, they're not that tightly.
Are you expecting any business before Friday?
I don't think so. There was a hint of something which I'm sure everyone seems to know anyway, because we have a watering can for a club. that'll probably come out at some point as well. There's loads of other little rumours which everyone seems to know anyway. Probably know more than me, to be honest. But I'm sure over the next few weeks there'll be a bit of clarity in terms of who stadium's going.
Did what you saw today kind of reinforce what you believe you need and what you believe you don't need? If you see what I mean?
Yeah, in a word. Yeah, definitely. It's a difficult market though, James. I've spoke to you a little bit on myself, Matt. Where we're at financially, we're going to be a significant amount down on last year, and to get better you need to get better players, and better players cost more money. So it's a tough one. We're trying, we're out, we've got irons in the fire in a number of positions. Whether they come off or not, or whether we can actually end up affording them all is a different matter. But we've got a solid core, solid nucleus done, which I believe some have been put out already earlier in the season. There was a fair bit more going in the background. A lot of retention, because they're not about a lot of them. We're not a bad team out. 3 months ago, probably they were less than that, wasn't it? You're beating Bradford in a quarter final, and everyone's talking you up after you've had a nice little run in before that. We've turned it around. Now we're, it's perception, and that's where we're at. They're not a bad team overnight. They just need some new spark and some new impetus, really, and some new characters and voices will probably help us out next year.